Alaikum. In this video, we'll look at how in rabbinic tradition, there are traditions about God dancing. So we start here with the Jerusalem Talmud. So Rabbi Eliezer says in the name of Rabbi Hanina, in the future the Holy One, praise to him, will lead a circular dance for the just ones. What is the reason? Put your hearts to its walls, it is written, to its circular dance. And the just one will point with their finger and say, truly he is God, our powerful. He will lead us beyond death. Almut, in strength, in agility. Almut, like these girls. Akailas translated, it's a Greek word it seems, a world without death. And the just one will point with their finger and say, truly he is God, our power forever. He will lead us beyond death. He will lead us in this world. He will lead us in the future. What the takeaway to take from this is that it says in the future, the Holy One, praise to him, will lead a circular dance for the just ones. So he's leading a dance. Okay, and this will become even clearer as we go on. So this is now the Babylonian Talmud. Let's zoom in here. It says, so Rabbi Eliezer says, so this is a rabbi quoting Rabbi Eliezer, in the future, the Holy One, blessed be he, will arrange a dance of the righteous, and he will be sitting among them in the Garden of Eden, and each and every one of the righteous will point to God with his finger. Each and every one of the righteous will point to God with his finger. As it stated, it shall be said on that day, behold, this is our God for whom we waited, that he might save us. This is the Lord for whom we waited. We will be glad and rejoice in his salvation. Now let's look at this. So this is Midrash Rabbah of Leviticus. So this is Leviticus Rabbah, which is a Midrash. And look at what it says here. So, again, quoting Rabbi Eliezer, who says in the name of Rabbi Hanina, in the time to come, the Holy One, blessed be he, will lead the chorus of the righteous. He will lead the chorus of the righteous. Now, the word for chorus here, as hola, we have in the footnote that it's written. So this is just a bit below. You see the hola. They've explained it as i.e. a round dance. In the footnote they say, a word not occurring in the Bible, but probably meant to be another form of this Hebrew word, of which there are a number of instances. It must be noted that the Masorah know of no such variant readings of the word in this psalm. So essentially, they're quoting a reading of the Bible that doesn't exist as far as we know. So it's a lost reading. But the word hola here means a round dance, and they're quoting some version of the Bible that is lost to us. Okay, some variant. So in the time to come, the Holy One, blessed be he, will lead the chorus of the righteous, as it's written, mark you well her ramparts, Hala. It is written hola, a round dance, and they will dance around him like young maidens, and point to him, as it were, with a finger, saying, this is God, our God forever. He will lead us, almuth, i.e. with youthfulness, with liveliness, or almuth means like maidens, as it is written, in the midst of damsels, playing upon timbrels. Okay? So God is leading the hola, which is a round dance, and they're dancing around him like young women, maidens, right? Now, Jacob Neusner, in the book The Incarnation of God, the Character, Divinity, and Formative Judaism, so he quotes the same midrash here, the same thing here. He quotes the same thing, Leviticus Rabbah, this section. But look at how he's translated this. This is on page 133. He's translated it as the following. The Holy One, blessed be he, is destined to dance at the head of the line of the righteous in the time to come. Okay, so again, we saw this because even in this translation, when they've translated this as chorus, but they've written hola in the brackets, and they've told us that what that really means is a round dance. So Jacob Neusner, that's how he translates it, that God will dance at the head of the righteous. And this is another midrash. This is Songs Rabbah. It says, or can you perhaps perform for us a dance like that which the Holy One, blessed be he, is destined to perform for the righteous in the future? Okay, so it makes it very clear that God is going to be dancing in the future. And then the statement is quoted from Rabbi Eliezer, from Rabbi Hanina. In the future, the Holy One, blessed be He, is destined to lead a dance for the righteous. As it stated, pay attention to its ramparts. To the dance is written, and they will point to Him with their finger, as it is stated, for this is God, our God, forever. He will guide us beyond death like young women, like the dance of the righteous. And this is a scholar of Talmudic studies, etc., Jav Weiss. And in his book, Pious Irreverence, Confronting God in Rabbinic Judaism, on page 150, he mentions that in the in the Rabbinic conception of God, one of the things we see is that God dances with the sages. Okay, He dances with the sages. So, of course, he's referring to these texts. And so the reason I'm quoting it is to show you another scholar confirming that's what it means. Okay, that God is dancing. Of course, this is all quite inappropriate. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said, وَمَا خَلَقْنَا السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ وَمَا بَيْنَهُمَا لَاعِبِينَ وَمَا بَيْنَهُمَا لَاعِبِينَ. And we did not create the heavens and the earth and what is between them to play. And that's the end of the video.